Hey YouTube, I'm back. I apologize. I haven't been on here for a pretty long time. Um, I'm just back to talk about absolutely nothing but everything. Overcoming challenges and obstacles. Um, been doing some applications, about 2018, about the end of May. I ended up getting really sick and I just thought I had the flu. And I didn't pay it no mind, and some kept telling me to go to the ER. So after a while, I went to the ER and found out I had, sepsis, which is a blood infection, I believe. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. But after that, my whole life spiraled out of control. I ended up having 7 blood transfusions. I almost died. I ended up in the ICU. I was in and out the hospital. I was very sickly. I was about 200 pounds, dropped down to like 105 in a matter of less than 3 months, I want to say. I was so sick that they wanted to put me inside of a nursing home at, 36, and I thank God that I made it out of that. And I can tell you right now, God is good all the time. No matter if we have a little doubt and things are not happening when we expect them to happen. I'm a walking testimony and I'm a walking miracle. And I'm here to tell you that whatever you're going through and whatever you're dealing with, you can make it. Because at first, I honestly started praying to God to take me out of here because I have never experienced such a downward spiral. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything by myself. I couldn't bathe myself. I could no longer walk. I couldn't do nothing. I had a wheelchair. I had a walker. I had crutches. I had just about anything that would, help me get around, and it was terrible. When I say it was bad, it was really bad. I cried every day. And be careful how you, work with elderly people and take care of them, and also watch as far as your complaining is concerned, because I'm not even gonna lie, I have done that, and trust and believe, when I was in that situation, I said, you know what, maybe what I said or complaining, had me go down that way and that path, and it was a struggle. It was a real struggle. I was on a lot of medications. I ended up having an asthma attack in ICU. I went into total organ failure. I went through a lot. I was even trying to still go to work, trying to still make it on my own. I had to leave my kids a lot of the times and stay in the hospital. It was difficult. It really was. I cried every night, every morning. Even being home, I had to have help from my kids getting up, getting to the bathroom, which was not even 3 feet away. Let me tell you, I couldn't even hold a remote control. I could no longer cook for my kids. I couldn't drive. I lost my vehicle. I lost out on a lot, but I have gained more than what I lost. So if you have any type of, diseases or mobility issues and, stuff like that, I ain't never prayed so much in my life until that situation happened. And we shouldn't wait to the last minute to pray about things like that. It should be ahead of time that you're praying and thanking God for things. And I do have my up and down days, but on that specific day and when all of that took place, it was like the worst. I was honestly ready to die. I just wanted to go. When I tell you the pain was beyond excruciating, it's not even a word that I could put in there as far as what I went through and how I survived. All I knew how to do was pray. Even in the darkness, I still prayed. I didn't know whether I was going to make it or not make it. I had to relearn how to walk, how to hold things, how to eat by myself, just about everything. And even in the pain, I still was standing at the kitchen sink cooking for my kids. I would not give up no matter what. But it's been a true blessing. I'm back on my feet. I'm able to walk. I'm able to do everything I used to do on my own. But before this, if you would have seen me in the condition I was in, you would have been like, no way. From going how I am now to not doing nothing for myself. When I say I was very sick, I was sickly, very sick. I prayed to God to take me out of here. Seriously. Like, I had to do bed baths. I couldn't even get up to, move around on the bed. I tried to roll over on the bed and I almost suffocated, even rolling over on the bed. It was like the worst day of my life. All the home health aid, techniques I learned, I had to teach my kids. My significant other knew about some home health aid techniques. And, it was my mental status, my pride, my integrity. It was like on zero. I felt like a bad mother because I couldn't even do what I used to do. But that's the type of things that happen when we think just because we're young, things don't happen to us. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. Because for me, that is a place I would never want to go back to, ever. So be grateful, be thankful, and understand that just because you're young, it doesn't mean anything. Anything can happen at any given time. And a lot of times it's a test to see, I guess, how much we could bear or how long we can make it or whatever the situation may be. But do understand, take your life very seriously, do care about your health, and make sure you're good. I never knew that I was walking around with 3 autoimmune diseases, which was lupus, fibromyalgia, and Still disease. So one alone was enough. And to have 2 on top of that, that was a triple killer for me. My body went through a lot of transformation, a lot of pain, a lot of getting back up on my feet. I remember many times trying to walk my daughter to the bus stop and my ankles would be cracking so loud to the point I would cry, and I had to kind of hop back to the front of my door just to get up the step. Many times I had to get on my knees just to get up the steps. And that's because it was just, I couldn't even walk. I cried many days. I couldn't even walk my daughter to the bus stop. And when things like that are taken away from us, we don't think about it until it actually happens. Not being able to walk, not being able to pick up a spoon, not being able to eat on your own. Those things really, really matter. And I had all that taken away from me. It was just like a baby being reborn all over again, honestly. That's what it felt like. But, man, life has its challenges, I'll tell you that. And many of those challenges and obstacles, we just gotta push forward and keep it moving. You gotta get up. You got to. It ain't no staying down. When you've been through so much, the fight is real. The survival is real. It's just like Animal Planet amongst the lioness and lions. You gotta go out there and get that. It's either you're gonna be the prey or you're gonna be the predator. At first, I felt like I was a prey because I was on my deathbed. But I had to turn into that predator, and I had to keep it pushing, and I had to keep it moving forward, and I had to get up on my feet, and I had to fight. Because after a while, I was damned if I'm going to die not doing nothing. And if I was going to die, at least it would be from, trying to do something. But just know that you can make it. Like I said, me sitting here is a living testimony amongst many other things. I have some more topics I want to touch on, but I don't want to overload you because I think I done talk myself to death and talk too much. Maybe not, whatever. But stay blessed, stay up, and do what you do. Don't be discouraged. Whatever negativity it is, release it, let it go. It's not easy, just work on it and do what you do best. Love yourself and pour your energy back into you. But again, Supreme Mother Earth, I'll talk with you later. Stay grounded, as I am. Nature is beautiful. Peace.